Hey y'all, today on the farm I'm going to finally show y'all something that a lot of y'all have been really wanting to see, and something you probably have never seen before. So today I'm going to be running the 4960, which, as many of you know, is the best tractor John Deere ever made, hands down. End of discussion right there. Best tractor they ever made. We're going to be running it. And as most of y'all know, especially if you're familiar with peanuts, you know that the KMC field cultivator is an integral part of peanut production. Every peanut farm in South Georgia has a KMC field cultivator. I have probably half a dozen videos of us running them out here. I have all the way back from spring of 2022. I got one called Pig Carcass Stuck in the Cultivator. We got cover crop videos from winter 2022. There's plenty of KMC field cultivator footage on this channel, but there's something that you haven't seen, is some Unverferth field cultivator footage. So I'm gonna use this Unverferth field cultivator that we recently picked up. We're gonna run a bunch of ground with it, and we're gonna show what the differences is between it and a KMC. The reason every peanut farm in South Georgia owns a KMC field cultivator is because it does a better job than anything on the market. It leaves the ground perfectly smooth, perfectly flat, no rocks, no dirt clods. It just looks like a bed sheet after that KMC field cultivator runs across it. So we're gonna be trying out this Unverferth to see if we can get a similar result out of it. While the tractor's filling up, I'll show you the main difference between the Unverferth and the KMC. These big heavy-duty S-ties. The KMC uses a standard size S-tie. It's available at every tractor dealer, every implement dealer. It's available at some auto part stores down here in the South. This big heavy-duty S-tie is stronger, it's better, it doesn't break as easy, but it's not available. I have to drive about an hour to get to the nearest place that stocks these, keep these in stock. So if one of these breaks, I don't have extra on hand, that's a problem. But they are stronger and better than the ones that KMC uses. KMC and the people that run KMCs usually put little scooters on the end of their S-ties. These have a small sweep, so this is a more aggressive setting. It's a heavier S-tie, it's a big sweep on it instead of a little scooter. So it's a little bit more aggressive, a little heavier duty, so it should do more work, but we will find out. The KMC field cultivator is equipped with twin baskets. This machine instead has a rake placed in front of a basket. And that may work good, it may work good, I don't know. The twin basket system works really good, I do know that. My main beef with this though, is there is two baskets on the wing, two rakes on the wing, when you could have just simply made it one, like it is on the main frame. One for the left side main frame, one for the right side main frame. They could have made these twin baskets the same size as the solo basket, so that all the baskets and all the rakes had a universal fit. They could go in any of the places, and that would have made a lot of sense. It would work out great, but for some reason they chose to make miniature rakes and miniature baskets on the wings instead of using the same size as on the main frame. That's a mistake. This is the weak point on every field cultivator made. I don't care who makes it. We run Taylorways, KMCs, Unverferths. This is the weak point where it folds up at. Look at this. Holy moly. That's all boogered up. That pin's almost worn in two. What we got on this one? This one's in a little bit better shape. Where the wings fold up, I don't care who you are. If you're making field cultivators, you make that part too weak. That's an issue on all of them. Not as much on KMC as the other ones, but it's still the weak link. Also, where the main frame attaches up there to the tractor, where the hookup points are, that's another weak link on all field cultivators, regardless of manufacturing. things about these 4960s and 4755s that are different than all those 8R tractors that everybody loves so much is there's not as much room in the cab of these old tractors. It's a lot louder in here, and a lot of times it's hot in here. But I still stand by my statement that this is the best tractor John Deere ever made. I grew up on a 4755 sitting right here. Armrest down, edge of the windowsill. I spent all my summers right there beside my daddy on that 4755. We still have that 4755 on the farm. It's got over 20,000 hours on it. And I guarantee you my last dollar no 8R ever made will ever see 20,000 hours. They won't ever come close to it. The 4755 there has had an engine replaced. I think the thing's got 26,000 hours on it. It's got one engine replacement. The average engine life expectancy of an 8R is between 6,000 and 7,000 hours. So it would take 4 8R engines to get close, to where those 47s or these 49s get. This 49 here is on its second engine. Some of these 47s and 49s get 12,000 hours on the engine, but it's not uncommon to see one of these get 15 to 20,000 on one engine. The main difference, one that I'm sure all you're noticing in these tractors, you got to put your hands on the steering wheel and you got to look at yourself right out that front windshield where you're going. There ain't no button, and these tractors you can click, just click it right out to the other end. They don't make Green Star ready 47s and 49s. If John Deere would reissue the 4960 and make it Green Star ready, no other changes, zero other change, make it exactly like they made it when it was new, make it Green Star ready, there would be a 2 or 3 year waiting list and they would not be able to fill the orders. No possible way they can fill the orders for these tractors. Story short, if John Deere kept making 4960s and 4755s, they would go out of business because no one would ever need a new tractor. These tractors just last too long, they're too reliable, they're made too well. They just keep going. You're gonna have certain wear parts, certain things are gonna wear out, certain things, everything can't last forever. There's parts you got to replace. But this tractor will leave you stranded way less than anything with an R in the name of it. I know what y'all are saying, the 8Rs can get a lot more done than one of these can. A new or slightly used 8R 230 is currently bringing about $300,000. A good condition 4960 is currently bringing about $50,000. So you can buy 6 of these, 6 of them, or you can buy one of those. And if I'm not mistaken, 6 tractors can do a lot more than one tractor if you got somebody to drive. Running a while out here, and what I have seen is a twin basket system on the back of the KMCs is unsurpassed. It has springs that help you tighten it. You can tighten it, get off. It's got little chains with the springs. You can put more pressure on those twin baskets to make them bust the clods up better. That system is unbeatable. It's unbeatable. That's the best system. That said, what this Unverferth is accomplishing out here, the KMC would have a hard time doing. There's some hard red clay areas back here where I got some clods, and that KMC would be breaking those little S-tines on. But these stronger, heavier duty S-tines are on the Unverferth, they're not having a problem with it. So if the conditions are less than ideal, this Unverferth will get out there and get it cultivated. But if you want it bed sheet smooth, I'm talking about just flat level, and the conditions are optimal, the KMC will do a better job. This looks good enough, but it's not perfect. If I were to follow this machine with a KMC, you know, using this machine to get that really uneven ground smoothed out, break up some of those bigger clods, use this machine to do that, and then follow behind it with a KMC field cultivator at the opposite angle, that would be perfection. So that's my take on it. What works good on my red clay might not work good on your dirt, and what works good on your dirt probably don't work good on my red clay. That's just how things work. That's my take on it. Hope y'all found it informative, and I hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching.